Okay. Well, okay, so apparently I was playing a mission, I think it was Jefferson Plaza, and someone made a joke that a few people left because I made it boring because I was just killing everybody. And I told someone, I said, yeah, I kill people with my pulse. I kill everything. And because every status effect I creates, it triggers the vial, and that creates that debuff. And so I'm doing minimum, 100,000 per tick for like, 10 seconds. And, so that's like a million, it's over a million. A lot of times it's 124, 130, 150, depending on who's being affected. But at least minimum 100, it's over 100,000, but it's like 100,000 and some change just by like using the disrupt pulse, which the disrupt pulse affects everybody. I'm not using the banshee pulse because that doesn't affect non-biologicals. So here's what I'm using. I'm using the vial mask, and I'm using one China light with creeping death on it, so that, basically spreading it to as many guys as possible. Creeping death isn't on all the time. It works, every 15 seconds? Wait, what is it? I forgot what it is. Every 15 seconds, any status affected enemy will spread their status effect to somebody else. So basically, it'll make sure that I only have to hit one guy, even though it's omnidirectional, so it's going to hit a lot of people. I'm using Golden Gear on my chest with Glass Cannon. Golden Gear has 10% built-in status effect just for one piece. And Glass Cannon increases the damage, any damage you do, all damage, as it says, all damage you deal is amplified by 25%. The potential drawback to that is all damage you take is amplified by 50%. And I'm not using Perfect Glass Cannon. I'm using this. Perfect Glass Cannon doesn't come on any of the pieces that I would need to increase my status effect, or because that's what it's all about, status effect or explosive damage. And I'll explain why the explosive damage later. I have two, what is it, Grupo Sombra? I think that's what this is. Yeah, two Grupo Sombra gives me 15% explosive damage. So that's just from the two pieces. And so the China Light also gives you 15% explosive damage. And, okay, so on the Vial Mask, this one I happen to get, I got it like this. I got it with max stats on everything, which is cool. So it has 10% status effects, 10% hazard protection, and 12% skull haste. Awesome. It's exactly what you'd want on a mask that's based on status effects. The Golden Gear has, I wish it would have been 10%, but I wanted to put Glass Cannon on here, so its status effects, of course, unfortunately, is only 8.6. It has some armor regeneration on it. That came with it. And I have a mod. So basically, I had to choose between 10% status effects or putting Glass Cannon, which I wanted to put on here. Or at times, I've had what's that talent? Trauma to create bleed, basically create a status effect. And I have a 12% skill haste mod on that. I believe that's a God rolled mod. Let's see, the Grupo Sombra. Because I use this with something else, I guess I could, you know what, I need to put status effect on that. I was using it for the explosive damage. I'll have to change that later. This one I have status effects on there. And then I have Fox's Prayer with status effects, 10% status effects, and it has maxed out weapon damage. The important thing about the Fox's Prayer that they all come with, which makes them special, is 8% to damage to targets out of cover. So the effect of the vial is impacted by the amount of damage that your concussion grenade is doing. Not that one, that's a fragmentation grenade. Everybody gets these. So right now, my concussion grenade does 196,000. No, I'm sorry. I have that wrong. Sorry. It does 1,969,362. So it's almost 2 million. This is the maximum probably that you could get. Probably from like explosive damage, and the explosive damage is just on gear. So I'm just saying, like, without any modifications, the explosive damage that I'm getting is that. So that increases the, that's why it's so high on that grenade. Also, you get, I believe, 10% explosive damage just by using the demolitionist. So that all takes into account. So I'm getting the extra explosive damage from the Grupo Sombra, having 2 of those. That was the whole point. And the China Light. What also affects the effects of the vial, as it says right here, total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage and increased by your status effect attributes. So if you have status effect, status effect, status effect, that's just gonna buff it a little bit more, and yeah, and any other status effect I create. I'm using the shock trap as well. And so my idea was, how could I enhance the debuff? Well, that's why I'm using glass cannon. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get any kind of damage without being specific, is by using glass cannon, because again, that'll amplify it by 25. So the thing is on paper, on the stats, you could kind of tell how much I would be doing, but you really can only see it when I'm actually in battle, because of the extra added damage that's given by the glass cannon and the Fox's Prayer, which is 8% of damage out of cover. So that's also amplifying the damage of not only what the vial mask is doing, but anything that I'm doing. So it's not the stats, it's the actual gear. So it's like kind of like, how can you maximize your explosive damage off the cuff before you put in, like, say in my case, if I was going to use the mortar launcher. See, I'm using spikes, so headshots grant 20% skill damage, right? So that would increase it, right? I'm also using the Harmony, which has perfect in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with the skill grants, 20% weapon damage. Damage increases are double when both buffs are active at the same time. So basically, I could get 40% skill damage by using the Harmony, which totally works. So of course, if I was hitting something with an explosive skill, that's going to be amplified big time. But these two aren't going to affect what the vial is doing. Only the glass cannon really, and the Fox's Prayer gloves. So that is the idea. If you cause a status effect, any kind of status effect, doesn't even matter. It could be foam as well. That will affect everybody. And the reason I'm using the shock trap is because, of course, once Creeping Death kicks in, that electric shock is going to be spread to anyone else who's not actually in the shock trap, so it doesn't really matter. And something that doesn't have a debuff will end up getting the debuff. So even if you're not directly hit by that thing, because the effect is spread, since you're under a status effect, you will be affected. I've used this on Legendary, but let's try this on this heroic mission, a random one. It doesn't matter. It's worked really well on, I think that the Legendary mission that this works really well on, 2 of them, is District Union area and parts of Capitol building. I have used it on all of them. I just think it's definitely good in close quarters combat. That's all. So I'm gonna use it. I don't know if these guys are. They were out of range. I think they're all almost dead. Yeah. Yeah. There's nobody to kill. Oh. So we're just gonna do this. This is Lincoln Memorial on Heroic.
Find a way to open that gate.
Another agent is now in your group.
Stand down here. See, it's affected everybody. I'm gonna throw this trap out here before these guys. I'm gonna go back because again, I'm wearing glass cannon, so you know, you don't want to be hit wearing glass cannon. You don't want to do that. But let me reposition myself here. Just tag him in the head, whatever. I'm gonna get a look closer and use my my pulse. Bam. So when you see the little beaker icons, you know they're being affected by the vial. So yeah, I mean, this is basically crowd control. Ooh, what's that? Hunting. Ooh, oh my God, look at that. See, stuff like that you have to keep, man. Which I do. I'm not a sniper person. I was telling them I'm not a sniper person. Oh man, I didn't mean to. Because it's boring to me. I'm also not a shield person, but you know I have a shield build because sometimes you need a shield. You know, whatever. Ooh, I better be careful. I gotta go around. Oh, I might die. I gotta heal up. This is a bad place to heal, by the way. Let me get back. Let me get back. See, that's why this is dangerous to use, like say on Legendary, because you probably end up dying trying to. See, if people are smart, they'll be like, okay, this guy's crowd control, so don't fire until this MF gets close. You know what I mean? Like, you have to give guys who are doing crowd control, you have to give them time to put their stuff down, because they have to get close. Which sucks. Yeah, I got him right as they open that up. Ooh, my trap is ready. Oh, that's not ready. He might kill me. Oh, now, oh, there it is. It's ready now. Oh, no, that was fast. That was quick work. That made quick work of them. Never mind.
I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior.
So this goes through walls, right? The disrupt pulse. Now, for this, well, you know what? The good thing about this is if any enemies have deployables, it will also not only disable them, but they'll get damage from them. So it's all good, really. So it's kind of like, how do you affect everybody? Well, this one. Like I said, I like the Banshee pulse because the Banshee, I mean, this actually makes the guys confused for a second, but it's no Banshee pulse because the Banshee pulse will make these guys drop to their knees, right? Like they're affected. Oh, I want to put this here. If I don't die, I want to put this in front of that door, right? You gotta put because you know this door is opening. I think hopefully they'll kill him soon. Yeah, they're already coming out. See, this is a good example. It's like, man, see, you can only know this stuff if you have experience. Some people seem to think that experience doesn't matter. I'm like, I have almost 4,000 playing this game, 4,000 hours playing this game. Trust me, it does matter. I use that to my advantage. I know where the NPCs will be before they're there. Okay, so I know all the spawn points on all the maps. So yeah, it's like. Because people like to say it, I'm like, so you think somebody who's been playing the game for an hour, I don't care how many YouTube videos you watch, you've been playing the game for an hour, you know more about this game than I do? And I get almost 4,000 hours playing. It's like, no, I don't think so. It's like, or 10 hours, or 20 hours, or 50 hours, or 100 hours, or 200. Like, nope. I'm like, I don't care what you say, man. There's certain things you only know by doing it. There's an old saying, the proof is in the pudding.
Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the truth
shock them.
You've got to find a way to close up that
shock them. I'm gonna see now. You know, they're gonna be coming out this door. Guaranteed, they always come out that door. Hopefully, the guys will kill them fast. Hopefully. Yeah, they did. They cleaned them up pretty fast, so they're already being shocked. then they're also going to be coming out of this door. Try to get them. Oh, somebody got hit. There's another problem with this, is depending on how you play, people might get overconfident. You know what I mean? Like, well, crowd control, they're being shocked, and I was like, yeah. Like, if you foam somebody, like, you can't just fire at them because they can still shoot you, right? You know, where they can shoot might be limited, but if you're standing in front of someone you just foam, you could still die. You know what I mean? So like if you do foam something, whether it be another player or an NPC, it's like go behind them and shoot them in the back of the head, but don't just like stand in front of them.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center.
See?
That should keep them from being able to
So, they're taking that damage because of those vials. I'm gonna try to get down before that door opens. I don't like this angle, but whatever. I didn't like that angle. It's better if you can kind of spread it out, but I guess that'll work. I'm just throwing grenades randomly to, force him to... And this door opens next. Oh, no, it doesn't open next. Oh, I guess not. Okay. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. I don't know. I don't know what decides that. Sometimes that door opens. Sometimes it doesn't.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
Okay. This one is a weird timing issue because you want to get them... Hold on, I'm going to get this right here. Another guy. There's two waves coming out the end right here. There's one more after this, and then the guys are going to come off the top. But that's where I want to be ready. Not yet. These guys right here. You know what? I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up. They'll be dead soon. Yeah, this is why somebody was like, man, this is boring. Like, I think people left because you were killing everything. Oh, like, it's crowd control, right? It's crowd control, baby. Oh, he's getting up. Okay, so I'm already shocking them up there, right? They're already getting shocked. Hold on. This is overkill, but... This will disorient him for a second. Okay, I'm going to get back. I don't want to get shot by that guy. I was going to shoot him in his... See, it's over now, right? See? So, I mean, there it is. There's an example of it. This is, like I said, this is heroic. It's not a big deal. It's one of those things like where if you have someone who's really, really good at healing, and I've played with a few people, that's all that they did. All they did was heal people. They didn't, and you could tell. That's all they were doing. Your health dropped a little bit, boom, you're being healed. And I was telling this one dude, I was like, yeah, man, that's how you do it. I actually wasn't telling. I was telling someone else. I was like, because I was telling them how I play, and I was like, well, it also helps to have a really good healer like this other guy on our team right now. And because I said I was being a little bit more aggressive because the guy was healing, because I was using my skill build. Let's see. Okay, so I probably didn't get the most kills, but that's not the point. The point is, I probably shocked a whole bunch of guy. Enemy shot 22. I shocked a lot of guys. Ooh, there's a drone. But that's pretty much it. That's a good example of using the vial mask, which I think the vial mask, there's a lot of potential, and I use it in all kinds of ways. But this is one of the ways I found out that if you want to do crowd control and you want some kind of pulse, like if you basically want to use the vial in such a way that it affects everything in the game, the disrupt pulse, which is, where is it? This thing. Not only will it disable enemy proxies, which are, the deployables, their turrets, their drones, their health stations, any of that crap. Not only will this either destroy them, well, actually, it'll destroy most of them right off the bat. Even if you didn't have the vial, the disrupt pulse will destroy drones. It'll just destroy them. It will disable turrets and disable health stations, but and of course mini tanks and warhounds. But depending on how much, but if you keep using it on them, they actually will die anyway. So it also causes just a little bit of damage. But with the vial, a lot of times this will just destroy those things right off the bat. If I use this about 3 times on a heavy, even on a named enemy, it will kill them. So you would have to wait 10 seconds between each pulse so when the so that the vial wears off. Because it doesn't stack. Like I can't keep pulsing somebody with the vial. I could keep pulsing them, but the vial isn't going to kick in because it, like I said, it does like a 10-second. I think they said it does 10 seconds. I think. Yeah. The status effects, it's the debuff, so it takes 10 seconds. So as soon as it wears off, you could do it again. But like I said, I can kill things, and I wouldn't even have to fire my weapon. I wouldn't do that because that would be boring as hell. But I could do that if I needed to. And I could do it through walls. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't even matter. I don't even have to have line of sight. But I guess if you knew that you were just fighting guys and they didn't have deployables, I would just use the Banshee. Because like I said, that'll bring them to their knees. Like these guys, right? It disoriented them, but they're also taking damage. Right? They're taking damage. And the vial's about to wear off, and I'm going to... Oh, yeah, he sees me. I'm going to keep going. I can shoot him. I just want to see if I can kill him with this. Okay, it's ready now. There it is again. I can't get hit. You see how much health he has? I don't know how much health he has. I can't tell. Ah, hold on. Where is he? Oh, oh no, he has some shield. He has some left. Let's see what this does. All right, here we go. Look at his. I want to look at his. Okay, so see, it's doing like 121,000. 121,000. Okay, that didn't kill him. I guess that's what I get for trying to do this on the firing range. Can't always tell. Also, I'm missing one of my status effects on the holster. There it is again. All right, so that didn't quite kill him. He still has a nice, sizable amount of armor left. I haven't gotten through his armor yet. I think that was that 2? So this will be a 3rd one. Let's see what this does. Okay, let's see what this does. See what this... That should blast his armor off and start working on his health. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to look. He's still taking damage. Okay, so his armor's gone. Now it's working on his health. Okay, so that was definitely 3. This will be a 4th one. This should kill him. This should kill him. Okay, this should kill him. Because he has nothing but health left. So there it is. It's working on it. Okay, I don't think that is going to kill him. It's going to get him halfway down. Not quite. Almost. I'm missing one of my status effects. I had changed that. I don't think I'm using that with a build. That might have been my old Negotiator's Dilemma Grupo Sombra I was using. Okay, this one's gonna kill him. This one will do it. There he is. He's almost dead. Come on, die. There it is. Okay, that took longer. Okay, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's how you use the vial. Here it is again. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Yep. One more thing. Another thing you use is instead of using the glass cannon, you could use trauma. So if you shoot someone in the chest, it makes them bleed, or shoot them in the face, they'll go blind. But that's still, those are status effects, and that will proc the vial. That's another way. So you won't be doing as much damage with the vial, but it's still good. It's still damage. It's still one more way to create that. So, and there's no real cooldown on the vial in that if someone isn't under the vial's effect, you can also, make them have it if they're not already under the effect. Unlike the creeping death where it's only going to spread. The status effect is only going to spread every 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So you can't help that. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Later.